Reploids.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Best of the Worst. On today's episode, we're going to be reviewing all the Mega Man games.
I'm Rich Evans.
Does that make... Wait, hang on. Am I Mike or am I Jay? Who do I become?
Whoever your heart desires, buddy.
Okay, well, I don't know, because my my soul tells me that I'm Mike, but my heart desires Jay. All right, for real, let's get into this one. So welcome back, everyone, for real this time. Before we told you who we thought was our favorite Robot Masters from each of the Mega Man Classic entries, but now we're gonna go through not the worst, but the least good.
Right.
No, that still sounds wrong. The least best?
Least best. Yeah.
Least best. Let's go with that. Suboptimal.
Unbestest.
The bestant. Anyway, if you guys were here for the first episode, you know the drill. We're just going to go through the list from Mega Man 1 all the way down to Mega Man 11, including some of the side games, and maybe we'll even sprinkle in a little bit of DOS on you, because we didn't talk about DOS last time. We forgot. We straight up forgot. So
Yep. I don't
know if you can
just a forget.
I mean, can you count that as a Mega Man game? I don't think you can blame us for forgetting. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. I guess we'll start with Mega Man 1, and since I brought us into this one, I'm gonna take us out of it. I'm gonna go with Bomb Man. Bomb Man is the bomb, but he is not all that in a bag of chips. He's, out of all the Mega Man 1 Robot Masters, I think he's like my least favorite. And again, not that he's bad. A lot of these, like we said, are the least best. He's just kind of like strange. I kind of like that he's different and quirky, but I don't know, man. I just don't get bomb vibes out of him, aside from the fact that he's literally holding a gigantic cartoonish bomb.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much it. I got nothing else to really say about Bomb Man. He's good. He's just weird. He looks like a Homer Simpson with like a duck bill or something. I don't know.
I think Ruby Spears improved the design because his belly looks like a bomb.
Yes.
In Ruby Spears. And
his belly looks like a bomb.
He's got the bomb belly, but then he's also got like super duck mouth. Like he did it first.
Yeah,
he did duck face first.
He totally did. But you know what? I'm willing to forgive that because they made it look like a hinge. So it has like it just looks like two separate metal bits that kind of flap. I guess that makes it more like a beak, but it also makes it feel more robotic. So I like that he has like a bomb belly and he has like a little like pectoral armor kind of thing going on. Whereas default Bomb Man is just kind of like, I don't know. I like some of the old pictures of him. Have you seen the concept art? I think it was an Inafune sketch where he put the Bomb Man and like stylized his name and made him look all like cocky and like yeah, you know?
Yeah, that's rad. One thing I do like about Bomb Man is the sweet mohawk. It's silly and I like it. Hands
down, I like the mohawk, definitely. It was very of the time, very cool to have a mohawk kind of thing. Kind of like good old 90s American Sonic. And they gave him a mohawk. I thought that was super cool, very of the time, and I appreciate it.
Well, I'm gonna slightly bend the rules, because my Mega Man 1 least favorite is Oil Man.
Ooh, that's a curveball. I forgot about them.
Yeah, it's just a design I can't do, but I do like how in Archie they spruced it up a little by emphasizing the scarf and using that as like a secret thing that like covered most of his face. Like, okay, I can kind of get it.
I can get behind that. I think my main problem, I like his silhouette. I just wish there was more going on with him. Like, I like his oil drop shaped head. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's the good part, but I don't know. His Buster looks kind of neat, but I don't know. He never did it for me. and I don't know. His weapon's kind of cool though.
Yeah, you know, there's a little column A, a little column B. He's okay. If we're gonna go by those rules, I'm gonna bend my own rules, and I'm gonna say Time Man is actually my other one. And I shouldn't say this because I don't mean to say that Time Man is poorly designed. I just think that he doesn't have enough Robot Master staples. He's kind of got the same body type as like Elec Man or something. But to me, he just kind of looks like a kid wearing pajamas, like a onesie.
Mm-hmm.
I would just wish that he had more things on him to make him appear more robotic or more armored, just to keep in line with like the robot design. But other than that, I do like his head. I like the little
It's just an alarm clock.
His head boobs, the little
yeah,
the little bells on his head.
the Leia buns.
Yeah, those things. But that's all I really got to say about Time Man, though.
I think both Time Man and Oil Man could have used like the underwear to break up the leotard design a little bit.
Yeah, just a little. Well, although I think it is explained that they're not finished or something like that. So maybe I don't know, something like that.
Well.
And yeah,
I am glad that Powered Up added 2 more just to round it out. Like it was worth doing. Like like we said, the least best. You know, these designs
best.
are fine. I think we're gonna have a lot of this going on.
Exactly. And if I could just add one other thing, this is an honorable mention, which I would say is even better than being voted favorite Robot Master. He exists outside of Mega Man 1, but he is a legend forever. I'm going to say best Robot Master from Mega Man 1 is Bondman.
Bondman, yeah.
Bondman! Oh, we love Bondman. I'm so sorry that he never got put in a game, but now, you know what? Bondman is like the Sigma male of Mega Man bosses. You know what? I don't have to be in a Mega Man game to validate myself. I exist outside of the Mega Man realm. And I'm still an awesome Robot Master. So
yes.
That's him. He's the Sigma male. He doesn't lead the pack. He is his own pack. He's a lone wolf.
Ooh, I love that.
Wonder what sticky situations he'll get into.
Dun dun dun.
Alright, that's all I got to say. Throw up a picture of Bondman if you can find one. He's very elusive.
There he is.
Here he is. Okay.
So, what do you got for Mega Man 2? I'm excited.
Alright, so for Mega Man 2, and this is interesting, my choice lines up right with the Megas, with their least favorite song from Get Equipped, and that's Flashman.
Hey, that's what I picked.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Flashman's a good design, but he doesn't look, I don't know, he feels kind of like, he looks like a DBZ villain or something, is what he feels like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's even got, like, the white arm blaster that looks like it could be, like, those stupid, like, zappy things that Frieza's soldiers use. He just comes across as, like, a little generic to me. I like his power. I think he's cool. But I just don't think he's as unique and as pronounced as the other Robot Masters that appear in Mega Man 2. And that's basically it. Other than that, he's cool. But yeah. And to touch on what I was talking about with the Megas, because I'm sure some of you were curious, I think someone asked them once during a panel or an interview or something, like, oh, hey, what's your favorite song from Get Equipped? And they all had their own opinions, but like almost unanimously, all of them were like, yeah, Flashman's our least favorite. And people were like, how come? It's a good song. And they were like, well, I mean, it's okay. There's really nothing special about it, though. And I think that's because that particular song is slower than the others, and it's almost like a little bit boring. Like, I don't want to say it's boring, because it's a good song. Like, I'd listen to it. But it doesn't have the same energy as their other music. Like, the other songs on that album are, like, way more faster, way, like, upbeat, very, like, energetic. It's fun. Flashman is, like, slower, and, like, he's telling, like, a somewhat depressing story. And so it's just kind of like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. No, I guess this is, I was going to say no pun intended, but I guess this is appropriate. His song is like waiting in a waiting room. You know what I mean? Like you're waiting to be seen by the doctor, right? And then when you're done, you can go do all the fun stuff you wanted to do. Like, that's basically listening to Flashman's song on the Get Equipped album.
Right.
But it is a good song. You should go listen to it. And another fun fact, just because I'm wiggling my finger in the air here, I'm talking about more Megas trivia. Ironically, even though Flashman is what they consider to be like the least best song on their album, that is the only song that has a fan animation associated with it. I think they said a Japanese artist, I still haven't seen this, but they talk about it. Some Japanese artist drew a music video, like animated a whole music video for the Flashman song.
Oh, that's right.
So I'm like, that's cool. I gotta go find it. I've never seen it, but they were very impressed with it, and they thought the quality was excellent, and they were just super happy. So I don't know, it's just neat that, you know, something that we might consider to be the least best is something that someone else, you know, thinks is worthy of dedicating hours upon hours upon hours of animation time to. So, you know, credit where credit is due.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I do like about Flashman is that, like, when he's depicted in other things, I remember in Archie a lot, like, anytime he saw someone with hair, he would just get like really depressed or really jealous. Like, I'm like, that's amazing. It's so funny.
It's funny that that's what he does, because like I think his round head is his best feature. I think he has got a really cool helmet, personally. I that's just me. I think he's got a cool helmet. You know, you know what it is? I think it's because everyone else is so very clearly based on what their theme is, but Flashman doesn't look like what he is. Flashman, to me, should have had like Brightman's design, where he's got like a light bulb on him.
Yeah.
That makes more sense to me. Flashman is kind of like generic looking. I guess that's my problem with Bombman too. He doesn't look like the thing that he's themed after, you know? So Flashman just like, if you took away Flashman's ability to stop time, he'd look like any other ordinary like soldier or robot.
Yeah, definitely.
How come he doesn't have a nose? What's up with that? He's got Krillin syndrome.
Oh no. Another honorable mention for least favorite that I was going to add was Metal Man. I know I said that was my favorite, but he's also my least favorite just because it's like just way too overrated, and he just breaks Mega Man 2 in half. That can be fun.
Yeah,
but
it's really hard to like something when you know that everyone else likes it way too much.
Yeah,
and it's like no, but like I like him for genuine reasons too.
Have you seen Metal Blade? You know, but yeah, he's a.
I don't know.
I like that he's not a dentist, but also don't like that everyone's like he's the best thing to ever happen to the world because
Metal Man is badass. His weapon. It's funny because like I thought I don't know why when you said have you seen Metal Blade, I don't know why I thought you were doing like a angry video game nerd reference. Like what were they thinking? Metal Blade's so overpowered. Time Stopper, more like time to stop playing this shitty game. I'm sorry.
Oh man. Buffalo Diarrhea Time Stopper. Isn't it weird that Flashman's weapon is called Time Stopper and then Brightman gets the Flash Stopper?
Yeah, isn't it? Well, I guess it's because Flashman is stopping time. Brightman, if you read the lore, excuse me, you're speaking to an expert. Brightman doesn't stop time. His light bulb stuns robots by overloading their optic sensors.
But the other one's called Flashman.
Shut up.
Mega Man 2 was weird about that. Like,
which Mega Man are we on? How many more do we got to go?
Oh my god, let's move on.
I'm sorry. Alright, we're gonna go to Mega Man 3. I'm gonna give you my 2 cents. We're talking about flashing and light bulbs. Well, what about Sparkman?
Oh boy.
Look at that lanky guy.
Remember when Mega Man shot him in the ding dong on the box art?
He did shoot him in the ding dong. Sparkman was like, my spark plug! Which is, ironically, that's what Sparkman is shaped after, by the way. He's shaped like a spark plug. If you guys have never seen what a spark plug looks like, go Google this right now in another tab, and you'll be like, oh my god, it's Sparkman! Because that's literally what he looks like, so. I like that Sparkman has a very different body shape. He's extremely lanky, and I like that he has really long needles for arms. I think that's kind of cool. But he's also, like, the most weird, like, lanky, like, he's just the weirdest design in 3. And so that's why I'm not, like, I've unofficially broken these down with bonus level, that there's like 3 or 4 different kinds of robot masters. There's handsome robot masters, such as like a Tornado Man or Elect Man, where they have like a normal body, very humanoid, and they have like a normal looking face. Those are like the handsome ones, you know? Then there's the monster types, which are things like Airman, and like, I don't want to say Guts Man, because he kind of falls into that a little bit. You know, like the Napalm Man would be like a monster type. They have like very irregular, still humanoid bodies, but they're like, you know, they don't have like a human face or like maybe even a head. You know, they're just very bulky and intimidating looking. And then there's just the weird ones. Like, I don't know what you call it, but they're just weird. You know, that's where you get things like, you know, like your Spark Mans and your Pump Mans and your Acid Mans, like stuff like that. That's where those guys tend to fall into, because they just look weird. Not bad, just weird. But Spark Man, for me, I just can't take him too seriously. I mean, you're not supposed to take it seriously. It's a children's game, but come on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
You're picking up what I'm laying down.
Ooh, picking it up off the ground. Don't be a litter bug.
5-second rule. Let's go.
Well, my choice is our old friend Toppy.
Ooh.
You know, like I've never been too much of a fan of him, but then I saw that episode with Toppy, and I'm like, this dude's pompous and a jerk, and I don't like him.
Okay, so I don't know. I had this revelation in the car like a couple days ago, and I cracked up laughing in the car, and I'm like, I was literally about to pull over and text you and tell you that I just discovered this, because it was too funny not to share.
Oh no.
I just realized that in the episode of Ruby Spears, Campus Commandos, they never make a top man, he's the top of his class joke. And it bothered the hell out of me.
How did they miss that?
I'm like, of all Robot Masters, why would I... This is my exact thought process. I was thinking about our ramble about picking our favorite Robot Masters, and then I was like... I got me thinking about Campus Commandos, and I'm like, haha, robots going to school, yada yada. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Why, of all Robot Masters, why Top Man? Why would... He's the top of his class! And I had to tell you, so I'm glad that you reminded me just now, and I need to let you know this. Top Man is the top of his class. That's why Top Man is in Campus Commandos and going to school.
That's beautiful.
Graduated, top of his class, 20XX.
Oh man.
Top Man. So he's your least best, huh?
Least best, yeah. I like Top Man. I like that he's orange, and he's modeled after something silly, and he knows it. But
yeah, I kind of like him, because. Yeah, he's modeled after something silly, and his head is like a little silly, but he's got the roller skate feet, and I think that's super freaking cool, so...
Roller skate feet are awesome.
I can't fault him for those. I love robots that have wheels on their feet. I think that's the coolest thing. Healy robots?
He's got Heelys, yeah.
It's technology so good that Mega Man Volnut gets it thousands of years in the future.
Well, there you go. It comes full circle. It's like poetry, so it rhymes.
Comes full circle, like a top, or a wheel. Or poetry.
Oh my god, bring us to Mega Man 4.
Okay, let's go, Mega Man 4. So, speaking of coming full circle, you want to know who my least best is for Mega Man 4?
What you got?
It's Ringman!
Oh,
Goofus?
Man. This is our first one that matches up with a best, and it's not going to be the last, I can tell you.
Yes, this is that's it. We're friendship with Coleman ended. Now Snake Man is my friend.
Excellent.
No, so like I remember you said Ringman was your favorite, but he's my least favorite, or least best, excuse me, that's the politically correct term. Because For all the reasons that you like him, or all the reasons that I don't like him. I just think he's too silly. I think it's because he's got a double bubble blower on his head. I think if he had something else on his head, I think I'd be fine with it. Like, maybe if he just had a ring that went around the top of his head, like a halo or something, but like, you know, attached to the helmet, I'd be fine. But it's the fact that it comes straight up off the top of his head and makes like a little bubble blower that I'm just like, I can't take that seriously. Other than that, he's got a fine design, but I just think that he's like... You know what he's like? He's like Nerf Metal Man.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like him, because he's just like a nerfed version of Metal Man.
Hey. It's Nerf or nothing.
You got me there. I got nothing else to add to this one. What's yours?
I'm going with Toadman.
Toadman! Oh, I forgot about him.
Uh-huh.
I think I almost picked him as my favorite because he's shaped like a freaking frog, and I just think it's hilarious. But I think that's my bias from Ruby Spear sneaking in.
Like it's the gall of it that the toad mouth is like his eyes, but it's just you get in the fight and he just wiggles around and he either attacks and you can't avoid it, or you just hit him with an egg and he's like, ow. Let me try again.
He does the Chippendales wiggle from Saturday Night Live. You know? He goes all in, you know. He does the Chris Farley wiggle, and there he is. He brings the rain.
But I like that his weapon is used to do the alternate ending for Mega Man 4 and kills Dr. Wily. So that's pretty cool.
Gonna do what I should have done a long time ago. You just end up deleting the Wily sprite from the game. Oops. Yeah, that is really crazy that can happen. For those of you who don't know, if you defeat Dr. Wily using... I think his weakness is acid flesh, isn't it?
I'm not sure if it's his weakness, but it's the only thing that can touch him while he's retreating. Yeah,
while Wily is retreating, if you use acid flesh, or rain flesh, I think it's called, whatever it is.
I think it's rain flesh, but I'm not...
Toadman's weapon. If you use that on Wily as he's escaping, or use it while he's escaping, it will actually hit Wily as though he's an enemy and kill him.
Yep, he just out of existence.
And then you soft lock the game.
Yep. Well, it's Mega Man dealing. Yeah, he's dealing with what he's done. It's like,
you gotta sit there and contemplate your actions like a bad little robot, and you know, and then Colonel Campbell comes in over your codec and says, "You can't do that, Mega Man. You created a time paradox." So that's turn off the game console now. I need Scissors 61. Anyway, Scissors are way back in Mega Man 1. We already covered him. That's what we're dealing with, I guess.
We are.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Ringman's a little silly. That's me.
That's completely fine. That's one of the reasons I like him.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not like art. Like, I don't hate him. I just it's just that thing on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna move on up to number 5. Last time I said Charge Man was my most good Robot Master. My least good Robot Master is probably Gravity Man.
Oh man, he made the box art too.
I know. I think they did that because he was busy and complicated, and they're like, yeah, people like lots of details. Just fill the whole box art with too many details. It's fine.
Okay.
You know, if there's a gun on the cover, it has to be shooting. So, yeah, Gravity Man is my least favorite design from 5. He's fine. I think I like his silhouette, but I just think he's got too much going on. It's hard to tell by looking at him what he does, and I think if he were to be redesigned nowadays, I feel as though he'd probably be redesigned to look closer in the vein of Astro Man and Galaxy Man.
Excuse me. He has a belt with the letter G on it. What do you think he does?
Oh, that's right. The G for Gumbo. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's just... Yeah, Gravity Man is just... It's too much. I like his power. I think he's a cool idea for a robot. And I love his stage music, but his design is just a little eh. That's just how I feel.
I'm still laughing at Gumbo.
Gumbo? He just invites Mega Man over for like a Cajun dinner. Now I just imagine Gravity Man has a Louisiana accent. He just sounds like Gambit over here.
Well, we got a big uh-oh happening, because I'm picking
What's your uh-oh?
Charge Man.
You're dead to me.
Oh my god.
No, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
This is really mirroring what you said about Ringman. It's just like all the stuff that you said was really cool. It just doesn't work for me personally. Like I like the idea of him just being a choo-choo train, and his face is funny.
Not just a train, a choo-choo train.
It's choo-choo train. He goes whoop when he attacks. So
it's
he's a
true.
choo-choo train.
It brings to mind a very specific kind of train. You're right.
Mm-hmm. But I mean he's fine, but he's my least goodest. You know,
the least best.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, I can see that. He is like I can see that he's just like a little silly. And you know what? I love trains. I am like a big train aficionado. For those of you who don't know, so maybe my bias towards trains, like trains automatically get like a +2 to my approval in any shape or form. You know,
absolutely valid.
Yeah, so that's me. That's my bias at work. Alright, moving on to 6. I got
boy.
Windman as my least best.
Interesting.
I don't like Windman. I just think he looks dumb. Like, I don't have any criticisms. I don't like his design. I just think he's dumb looking.
And you don't even like his, I forgot what they're called, but it's that top knot ponytail thing that, like, you see on martial artists?
Nope, not even his Evil Betty thing. Whatever that hair thing is called, you know? Now I like him better because now I've associated him with Kung Pao, but... the one thing I do like about him is his shoulder pads. I like that he has propeller shoulders for, like, you know, I think that's a cool idea. But I just don't like the rest of his design. I don't have anything special about it. I just think it's ugly. That's it.
Yeah, it's fine, but yeah, there's a lot going on that looks kind of eh.
I like the shoulders though. Keep the shoulders. Just yeah, that's it. That's all I got for Windman. Short and sweet. But he does have Evil Betty's voice now forever in my headcanon.
You know, I'm actually going to change what I was going to say and then go over also to Windman. Yeah, because I was going to say Plant Man. But then, the more I look at Plant Man, like, I never noticed the vines wrapping around his legs and his arms. Like, that's rad. So, I'm... Plant Man,
I like his head profile.
Yeah, Plant Man, you're back on my good side. You know, friendship with Windman has ended. Plant Man is now my best friend.
Yes, exactly. So, in summary, fuck you, Windman. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god!
You can censor that, please. That's the time where I want it to be censored for comedic effect. So we're gonna take a small little detour here. We're gonna move on to the Mega Man World games, or rather, one of them anyway.
Outer space.
Space. Robots in space. If you get that reference, you're too old to be watching this channel. I'm just kidding.
Oh, everyone's welcome.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's from The Muppet Show. I don't know how many of you kids out there have actively watched The Muppet Show, like the original, but it's a funny show. You should go watch it. So anyway. So from World 5, I'm going to go with Venus. I think... Hang on. Which one? Venus is the crab one again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the crab. He's just crappier Toadman. he's like that's all. He's not only is he crappier Toadman, he's crabbier Toadman. Because he seems to be based on like a crab. He's got like a little spindly crab legs and stuff. And I
don't think those crab legs. I don't think they're gonna do anything.
I don't know what they are, but I just don't like him. I just think he's ugly. He's just Toadman Part 2, but piss-colored.
Maybe if he falls on his back, they help him scurry away.
He scuttles away on his back sideways. I mean, he's so big he can't get up, so he runs away for shelter, for someone else to flip him over. But yeah, that's it. Just another simple one. I just don't like him because he's ugly. I know that's very judgmental of me, and maybe I should get to know Venus better as a person before I judge him for his appearance. But no.
But no.
But no. Screw you, Venus. You're ugly. That's it. That's
Okay.
all I got.
Well, Mars is my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah, just I don't know. Just too many guns. I totally get what it's going for, but it looks like, you know, you could do a Bugs Bunny thing and put your finger in the barrel of the head cannon and it would just explode.
Dweep. And he just, his whole head explodes. It explodes and the cannon spins around his head like a couple times. Daffy Duck style.
Yeah. But like I don't hate it. It doesn't work with me as well as the other ones do.
Yeah, I can feel that. I like Mars. I think he's got an interesting design. It is a little busy, but I think I mentioned last time, I just love his roller skate feet. I don't know why. I think having like wheel tank feet, whatever the hell you want to call them, I just think that's cool. So
it is cool. But
that's it.
I do like the roller skate feet.
I can understand why having a literal head cannon is not a great idea.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well, now that we're returning from orbit, let's go on to the Mega Man killers.
Alright.
So, my least favorite, or excuse me, I keep using the wrong word, please forgive me, politically correct terminology on this channel only. Least best is probably Ballad.
Okay.
I don't like Ballad. I know that's a disappointment to a lot of people, but I don't know, I just think he's kind of boring looking. I don't know, I just don't like him. He looks like he should be like whenever I see him, I think of like ram horns. Like he makes me think of like Aries, like the constellation.
Yeah.
That's what it makes me think of. And you'd think I'd like that because I'm technically an Aries, but I don't know. I just think he's like a little boring. I wish there was art of him with his sunglasses down because he does have shades that come down in his second form, which is cool. But I don't know. Something about his design just doesn't do it for me. He's got wrist-mounted blasters, which is cool, but I just wish that they were incorporated into the arms a little better.
Yeah.
That's it. I just don't got much to say about him. I just think out of all the Mega Man killers, he's like the least unique.
He's purple. That's kind of cool.
What if it was purple?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, again, nothing against him. He's a very cool one. But when compared to the other Mega Man killers, I like his design the least. That's it. Not saying he's bad at all. I just have others that rank higher.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go in the opposite direction and go with Punk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like the overly sized shoulders and the spike knees. Like I get it, he's supposed to look dangerous and whatever, but
yeah, like
I don't
punk
know.
rock.
Yeah. But it almost works for me. Like, it's really close, but it's just not quite there for my personal taste.
I could feel that. I personally like all of those features that you mentioned, so
Nothing wrong with
that. To me, he kind of reminds me a bit of the Mad Grinder for Mega Man 7.
Yeah.
He's got like that same kind of face, same kind of theme. So, I don't know, I kind of like Punk, but yeah, he's not my favorite, but he's up there. I think he's cool.
Yeah.
You're right in my book, Punk.
He's still like a 7 out of 10, He's still pretty cool. Just...
Yeah, still pretty cool.
Yeah, just...
Yeah. So next we're gonna go on to the black sheep of the Robot Masters, the Genesis unit.
Dun, dun, dun.
So my least favorite is... excuse me.
Save the name.
You know what? No, he is my least favorite. I'm gonna be blunt. He's my least favorite. I think he's dumb looking. It's Mega Water S.
Oh my goodness.
He's a Kappa, and he looks dumb, and I don't like him. I don't like the way he looks. He's stupid. He's dumb, and he's lanky, and he looks like he's wearing a freaking those baby things that you put on their heads when you give them a bath so the water doesn't get in their face. That's what it looks like to me. Just get out of here, Mega Water S, you loser.
Don't you see the man is Kappa Mikey? Leave him alone.
I do not. This is the furthest thing.
Well, again, a little bit opposite. I'm going with Hyperstorm H.
Okay.
Just a big
there's
old
only 3 of them,
ball,
so...
man. Yeah. We've covered them all, baby.
Yep.
But yeah, he's just a big old bowling ball, man.
Yeah.
It's like Ganon after he got really into that side of DeviantArt, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, no. Why'd you have to go and take it there?
I'm so sorry, but it's also true.
It is true. I don't like his design that much. I think it's okay. I think it's interesting that he's just a ball. He kind of reminds me of Violin, the X-Hunter.
Yeah.
That's what it makes me think of a little bit. He's got the same kind of similar face, but that's it. Like,
yeah,
the way that they're ranked for me is like Buster Rod G is like 100% cool. I like this design.
Yes.
Hyperstorm H, I think that was the correct name, right? Hyperstorm H.
That's right.
He's like in the middle, like, I could take him or leave him. And then there's just Mega Water S, and I'm just like, what are you? Get out. So
I'm really close with the bottom 2. You know, like they're almost interchangeable. But I'm glad we got to talk about all 3, for better or worse.
Yeah, for better or for worse. Talked about all 3. Moving on, we're gonna catch back up with the primary games. We're gonna go on to Mega Man 7.
Woohoo!
My least favorite, least best, is Slash Man.
Hey, I'm right there with you.
I don't really think I like Slash Man that much. I know a lot of people think he's super cool, and I'm just like, I don't know, someone at Capcom was reading a lot of X-Men at the time. Like, he just, he feels like Wolverine, but slightly different.
And it's just Neon Tiger with, like, 1 extra move.
Yeah. He comes across to me as just, like, a little too busy for my liking. I like that they were trying to give him what I believe is to be some sort of lion mane, which is cool. But I don't understand what's up with those weird, like, the pink snot boogers that he throws at you. Like, I don't... What's up with that? Like,
yeah, where does that even come from?
I don't understand what that's supposed to be a reference to. Like, I know, like, big cats in the wild like to piss on things to mark them, but, like, is that what he's doing to you? Like, what is happening? Like,
yeah.
I don't get it. I don't know what his deal is. He's not a bad boss fight either. Like, he's got a good boss fight. He's animated really well. I just think that he's too busy for his own good, and I would have simplified his design closer to something like Blade Man. But I guess if they wanted to keep, like, the animal aesthetic, like, I don't know, they could have done something better, I think.
Yeah. I do like that his gem is in his hair. That's kind of neat. But, like,
yeah.
I think the red beard kind of ruins it for me. Just because it doesn't match the rest of his hair, and I, like, forever I wasn't able to tell if that was part of his hair, or part of his head, or part of his chest. You know, because it was just a separate part, and it looked weird.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's pretty much it, you know. Like, sorry, Slash Man, how's it feel to be beaten out by, like, a literal piece of junk?
Yeah.
Junk Man ranks higher than you. Ooh. Oh. I don't know, yeah, Slash Man's okay.
That's fine.
He's fine, but I just think his design could use some improvement. I like that when you hit him with stuff, he, like, slides across his back. I think that's really funny.
Yeah, when you freeze him, he just...
I think that's hilarious. So I like everything else about him, just not as a design. So, I don't know. That's it. Mega Man 8. I love Mega Man 8. It's one of my favorite Mega Man games, and this was really difficult for me because I love every single Robot Master in here, so this is definitely a case of the least best. I'm gonna go with Searchman.
Ooh, interesting choice.
I like Searchman, but I think that his camouflage, which, I mean, I guess it works. When I look at his camouflage, he just kind of blends in with everything. And I don't mean that in, like, a literal sense. I just mean, like, his camouflage makes him so busy, when I see him, I can't discern his design very well. Which, again, I think that's what the camouflage is for. But it still bugs me anyway, because I'm like, I really want to like this character more, but he's just too busy, too much stuff. He's got a radar in his chest, which at first glance is a great idea until you realize that he can't look at it. So
he can feel
what is it there? He can feel it. Well, then what's the readout for?
It's for our benefit.
I guess so.
I like that he argues with himself. That's pretty funny.
Yes, I do like that. I do like that he argues with himself. And here's the thing. I have multiple sources that I've read so far that say that Searchman was supposed to be 2 minds put into 2 separate heads on one body, so that one can always keep a lookout for the other, or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
But then Wily forgot to put the second mind in there, so it's just one mind switching between heads whenever he feels like.
Really?
That's what I heard.
That's amazing.
Which is really funny, and like that's the version that I choose to believe, that he's not 2 brains in one body, he's just one brain that swaps heads whenever he wants. But I also heard that there are 2 heads, and that one head is like shy, and the other head is like more combative. I don't remember where I read this from, so I gotta go look into this, because I need to figure out how many heads does Searchman actually have. We know he's got 2, but how many are occupied at any given time? That's what I gotta know. This is like, does one head go like, empty head, no thoughts or something, or what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But yeah, that's it. I like his arm though, his little cannon arm. I think that's super cool. I think that's probably his best design feature.
Yeah.
And his helmet. I like his army helmet. But that's it. Searchman.
Yep.
Weirdo.
Well, from comments I've seen on the favorites, sorry, but I'm going with Clown Man. Yeah, I know.
That's fine.
He's creeped me out
I don't
for
blame
too
people.
long.
I love Clown Man, but if you gotta get it out, you gotta speak your truth, okay? Just do it.
When he's reaching in the ground and just grabbing in ways that I did not consent to,
What, you don't like when a pasty faced creature with long arms, reaches through the ground to come up and grab your booty? You don't appreciate that?
Give me some.
You don't
warning
like that
first.
he says. You don't like that he's gonna see you in his dreams. He's dreaming about you without your consent.
No.
Who knows what sort of things he's doing in there? It's just you and him on like a carousel. That's it. Completely innocuous.
I mean,
go ahead, man. It's all good. Rip into him. I know you want to.
No, I like the stretchy arms, and I like the nose feet, and I like
stretchy arms and extendo fingers.
I like that Ruth also voiced him,
Yes.
So I've got a new appreciation for that. But man, he's always creeped me out. like I don't have like a clown fear or anything, but it's just like I think that they hit all the points really well of why people are afraid of clowns,
Wasn't there an interview where someone, I think it was from Mega Man, and they were like, I've discovered a hidden weakness of Americans, or something like that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm not sure if it was for Mega Man.
I don't know if it was for Mega Man, but I remember hearing about that. I personally think that Clown Man gives me more like Nights into Dreams kind of vibes. Okay. He looks more like a jester to me. He's kind of like he looks more cool, and his body body language makes me think that he's more cool and kind of like like 90s sassy or something. Mm-hmm. He rubs his nose at you, and he's always cocking his hips, and he's got does all these like poses. He doesn't come across to me as like creepy. He just comes across to me as like he's a clown, but he's acting cool.
Right.
And like he's like the antithesis of a clown, even though he's dressed like one. He's not, goofy, wacky, silly. He's more like, I don't want to say like the Joker, but he's more cool. He's more like Batman Beyond the Jokers. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Not the Joker, the gang, the Jokers from Batman Beyond. That's Clown Man. We're gonna move on to Mega Man. I almost forgot how to count. Mega Man and Bass. I was like, Mega Man 10? Like, wait a minute.
My favorite
I
number.
2 games. My favorite number, yeah.
And Bass.
And Bass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Bass 9, 10. Obviously, come on.
Of course.
This is first grade, SpongeBob. So my least best for Mega Man and Bass, or Rockman and Forte, if you guys are Japanese purists, is actually Magic Man, for the same reasons I have about Sparkman, but not as extreme as Sparkman.
Well, I think this one's going to be really interesting in just a sec.
I don't like Magic Man for a lot of the same reasons that you said that you do like him. I like his theme. I like his head. I like his like general shape, more or less. I just think that he's too like spindly. He reminds me of like Boomer Coenger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is what it. And I don't like Boomer Coenger for the same reasons, because he's very like
Uncle Quingus.
Very,
oh my goodness.
Quingus. I'm sorry. Just I do not clingus to the Quingus. He's
I'll allow it just for that. That was fun.
Yeah, like, again, not a bad design. I do like his giant deck of cards shoulder pads. I think that's cool. I like his top hat. I like his face and his eye mask. There are parts of his design that I like, but he's definitely my least best, only because I just think his limbs are a little too spindly, but I feel like that's okay. Like, I can find, like, I say this and I don't like it, but I'm also excusing it, because without those limbs, he couldn't do those, like, showman poses where, like, his feet are together and he does all these things. Because you'd have the giant, gompy Mega Man feet, and they'd be bonking into each other, and you can't put your feet together like that, man. It don't work. So that's it. That's all I got for Magic Man. Still a cool design, just not my favorite.
Okay. Well, I need to do an addendum to the last episode where we talked about our favorites, because I completely forgot how much I like Pirate Man. So I'm just throwing that out there. Pirate Man is up there with my favorite. Like,
Pirate Man is an excellent design. It was a really hard toss up between Cold Man and Pirate Man. Pirate Man has like chef's kiss, perfect design. I love him.
It's really good.
And I like, instead of a hook, he's got like a claw hook.
Yeah.
That is perfectly Mega Man, because you could have given him a regular hook, but the fact that it's like a claw thingy, like a really skinny Cutman thing, I think is fine.
Yes.
So it makes it very robotic and cool. So yeah, I like him. He's Pirate Man is an honorable mention, because again, like, I'm gonna say, I don't know, like 7 out of 8 of the Robot Masters in Mega Man and Bass are like excellently designed.
Yeah. Good job, Palati Man.
Yes.
But I'm sorry, Cold Man is my choice.
How dare you? That's cold, man.
I'm waiting on Bonus to start hitting you again for the cold puns.
No, hitting me for... Well, she didn't hear what you chose, so I'm spared the smack for the puns this time. She should be smacking you for that choice. How dare you? If you don't think Cold Man's the coolest robot, how dare you?
He's got an ice chest. He's got a funny hat.
I like his hat.
I get it. I love his color scheme. It's very cool.
I like when his hat goes... It's the best. My favorite part.
It's really funny, but I don't know. He's just my least best. I think he's great, but not as great as Magic and Palati and Ground and
Palati
and the rest.
Yes, I can agree there. At least we can all agree that Pirate Man is the best. He's awesome.
He's really cool.
He's really cool.
I think it's half telling that I thought of Magic Man first, but I think I like Palati Man better.
Palati Man.
It's canon.
Every time you say that, I just think of like Pirate Man in like a pair of like yoga pants or something. Like, all right, ladies, stretch out them legs. We're going to be working on your hamstrings today. Like, just what are you doing?
Now someone has to draw it, but yeah. That's it. I think he's fine.
That's fair. I can see your points.
But we're done with the original Mega Man 9. Let's move on to the actual Mega Man 9.
Remember when that used to be called Mega Man 9 by a bunch of liars?
Yep.
Now we got the real Mega Man 9. We're gonna go... I'm gonna say Hornet Man. This is my...
Ooh.
Paradoxically, because I know everyone associates me with like bees and crap, but Hornet Man, I don't like his design. You know what I do like? His concept art designs.
I thought you were gonna say Honey Woman.
Well, Honey Woman, yes,
We're getting back to her.
she's obviously 10 out of 10 queen, but Hornet Man in some of his earlier designs, I think, looked a little better. But I just think the honeycomb thing, like, he looks like a normal humanoid robot master with like the mask, you know, a la Metal Man kind of style. But then they just gave him like a stupid chest. Like, it's like they just deleted his regular chest and were like, what if we just made it hexagons?
Yeah, I guess it's to just not have another Buster enemy.
Yeah, so and that's fine. Like, I get it.
It just shows where the bees come from. Like, I get it.
You need to do it for variety's sake, so like I understand. But it just... That, I mean, yeah, that I think was just he was a victim of variety. They were trying to probably vary up the designs. They already filled their quota for, you know, quote unquote handsome robot masters with like Tornado Man and Splash Woman, because if you have too many of those, you know, it starts to not look as good. So like, yeah, like again, that kind of circles back to what I mean. So like the handsome robot masters have like normal faces like you would expect out of like Mega Man, you know, or something like that. And then there's like the cartoony ones that have like the bobble eyes, like Iceman and Dynamo Man and stuff like that. And I think Jewel Man has that in Mega Man 9. And so Hornet Man was shaping up to be like another quote unquote handsome robot master, like Metal Man has like a normal face but like with a mask on it. And then it looks like they were just like, nah, we got too many of those in this game. Give him like a stupid gimmick. And so they turned his chest into a honeycomb. So like, I mean, I get it. It's fine. It's just not very appealing to me. So I'm just kind of like, I could take them or leave them.
I get you. Completely valid.
I would. Here's how I would change him. Here's what you do.
What you got?
Give him the honeycomb, the honey hexagon chest. Turn his forearms into honeycombs, like you see on the Cheerios, the little honey wands.
Yeah.
Now, if his arms were like little honey wands, I'd be all for that, because now that's like, okay, you're really like going head first into like the honey / bee theme, you know, versus he's a normal robot master, but we swapped out his chest in like a character creator or something. You know what I mean? It's like someone was clicking the right arrow too often, and then they stopped and hit save. So
yeah.
Are you sure?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure that's what you want to do? And he hit yes without thinking. So I don't know. That's it. That's all I got for Mega Man 9.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with Plug Man. Just it's a bit too on the nose.
He was my second choice, actually. I was almost gonna pick Plug Man, but Hornet Man takes the cake for me. I kind of like that, but it is a little too on the nose. He could be. I like that his head is between like the prongs on the plug. I think that's nice.
How the hell are you gonna plug that in? There's a head in the way.
Yeah, it could have been a little better. Like, like I think one of his arms is like an actual plug, and then like the other arm is like normal, right?
Yeah.
So I would have done this just to kind of like make it more interesting. I'd have one hand be the plug prongs, and the other hand would be like the female half. And so what he does is he sticks the two hands together, charges up, and then he releases whatever. So that his
infinite energy.
Yes, he charges himself. I just think that would have been a little better, because then it would make it so that his plug is cool, but it doesn't plug into anything. He just shoots electricity out of it, like a little spark. So I think it would have been cooler if like he did like a little charge up thing, and then he out of the thing. You know, that's just me. Yeah. But I agree with you there. It was a tough choice.
Yeah, I like that he's pink, and just I think it's a very bold design. You know, and like, you know, you gotta respect that. You know, to give it variety, like to give the entire game variety.
Yeah,
but
I think he and Dynamo Man would get along. They look like they're cut from the same cloth based on their design.
Long lost cousins.
Yeah, cousin Dynamo Man. So, after 9, of course, we're gonna move on to Mega Man 10.
Man, I'm picking Chill Penguin.
Shut up. For those of you who don't know, this might go over some of your heads. For some people who can't tell the difference between a letter and a number, they thought that Mega Man X was Mega Man 10, because they thought that they would use like Roman numerals, and X in Roman numerals is 10. So they were like, Mega Man X, oh, it's Mega Man 10. And like no one stopped to think like, well, what the hell happened to Mega Man 7, 8, and 9? Like, did you think Capcom just forgot about those? Like, what do you... Come on, use your brain a little bit.
X2 is not how you write 11? I'm very confused. Capcom, I'm unsubscribing.
Yeah, it's, I don't know why people thought that. I think there was even, like, a Penny Arcade comic about it once. And, like, it was confusing to read. It was, like, when Mega Man 9 came out, and they were like, yo, Mega Man 9 just released. And then the other guy is like, Mega Man 9? But I thought they already did Mega Man 10. And then he's like, yeah, they did. And he's like, well, so then why are they releasing 9 now? And I was like, what? Like, no, there's never been... What? Like, it was so stupid. Like, I had to, like... My brain shut down trying to process what was happening. Like, no, that is not Mega Man 10. It's Mega Man, like, And I remember there used to be people, like, schoolyard theories where they were like, well, since Mega Man X is Mega Man 10, that means that the last Mega Man game is going to be Mega Man 9. And I'm like, no, it's not. That's not how that works. They stopped using Roman numerals specifically for this issue. That's why Mega Man 8 goes to 8, and 9 uses 9, and they stopped using the Roman numerals because they didn't want people getting confused with it, probably.
You know, as far as I've been able to tell, it's just, like, the English title screens that have Roman numerals. And not, like, the box art or anything. And the Japanese version's always been just standard numbers.
Has it? If that's the case, then this is even dumber. I gotta go look this up.
Yeah. But, the Game Boy games were Roman numerals. So if anything, it's Mega Man 10 Game Boy.
Yeah, it's a big mess. The point is, no, it's not how this works. Anyway, I'm here to dunk on Pump Man.
No, my boy.
Yep. Once again, all the reasons you like him is all the reasons I think he's dumb. His design,
absolutely valid.
It's his design is just he has too many dumb points for me to say that he's cool or charming. Like, I know that you said, oh, he's so dumb and silly, and like that's why I like him. But for me, he's just a little. My tolerance is just a little bit less than yours, and that's where he overflows, so to speak. Into
100% valid.
That's fine, but I got nothing against him. I just think that his face looks way too aggressive for the body that he's rocking. Like he's like the Deadly Cuts man, where he's got that, like, you know, his face is expressing something far more menacing than he really is. You know, like Pump Man looks
finger scissors.
Yeah, like Pump Man looks like aggressive, and he's like, "Grr, I'm Pump Man," and I'm like, do you see yourself? Like, do you see yourself, sir? When was the last time you've looked in a mirror, or at least a still body of water to see yourself? Come on. So that's Pump Man. That's all I got.
That was beautiful. Well, I'm gonna go with Sheep Man.
Yeah.
I know he's got his fans, but I don't know. He's just a cloud, and his weapon is the worst thing that's ever existed. It's very bad.
It's certainly interesting.
You know, I do like his profile picture. You know, like when you select the level,
right.
It's just a close up and it looks more sheepy. But then you see the whole thing, and it's just, I don't know. It's just the regular arms. You know, I think if he would have been a quadruped, it would have
like
fixed
Centaur
the design.
Man?
Yeah.
You know, there's only been, like, one Centaur Robot Master. It's kind of surprising. See, they gotta get Slash Man to, like, walk on all fours or something. Like you know,
there you go.
Like, werewolf style. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I like the reference. He's not bad by any means. Or he's not bad.
Oh, shut up. That was bad.
And no one's here to hit me.
Oh, man. I'll get you later. I agree. His design it's not boring to me, but it's also not special. I do like the idea that he's just like a big puff cloud with like horns and like limbs popping out of it. That's amusing to me. But I almost wish they would have taken it just a little bit further and really exaggerated him. Something like that, just to give him a little bit more You know, a little more pizzazz. But that's it. I got nothing against him. And his weapon, even though his weapon technically kind of sucks, I like it. I like it in concept, but I do not like it in practice.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's all I got for Mega Man 10.
Well, let's bring it home.
Let's bring it home. Like I said at the start of this, I brought us into this episode. I'm going to bring us on out. My Robot Master for Mega Man 11, who is the least best, is Acid Man. I foreshadowed this earlier when I was talking about Robot Masters with weird, lanky, gross designs. But you know what? It's difficult for me to say this because as I've been looking at Acid Man, I've started to like him a bit more. I think the only thing I would change now is his feet. Because he's got weird...
Yeah, they're kind of weird.
Triangular claw feet things. I just don't like that. But other than that, I actually am starting to like his design more. But he is still a Robot Master where I'm just like, I just don't see what they're doing with you. I don't understand what's happening. And not even because of his lankiness. Like, I used to just not like him because I thought his head was weird and I thought his whatever. But now that I'm looking at it, it's really just his feet. His feet just stick out so far from the design. And it sucks because looking at him, it totally makes sense. Because they're like a propulsion system when he's under the acid. So, like, I get it. Like, I know why they're like that. But it's still... I don't know. It still just didn't work for me. I would have almost preferred if he, instead of feet, he just had, like, propellers, like a submarine, and he's just always underwater. So that he can, like, you know, like, zoom around like a submarine. Like, I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Rather than giving him, like, I know they wanted him to walk on land, I guess, but if he's always meant to be underwater or in liquid, I think that'd be fine. I mean, look at Bubble Man. Bubble Man can't walk, according to the manual or wherever the source comes from. Bubble Man was built with a defect that makes him unable to walk on land, but he has flipper feet. Like, if anything, like, what do you mean he can't walk? Is he tripping over himself? So, taking that idea, I would apply that to Acid Man and give him really cool propeller feet like that anime with, like, the schoolgirls with the airplane parts attached to them.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the hell that thing's called, but I think the airplane leg armor stuff is really cool. So, like, that, but for Acid Man, but, like, submarines. That's what I got to say. That's all I got for Acid Man. He's all right. I didn't like him, but the more I've seen him, the more his design has grown on me.
I like his posture. Like, he looks all creepy, and I like that his...
Oh yeah, his body language is perfect.
His eyes are, like, covered by the head acid. Like, it's not just a hat. It goes over his face.
It's like a helmet.
That's pretty
like
cool.
A pointed kind of helmet thing. Oh, am I looking at this right? Hang on. I have the Robot Master Field Guide in front of me right now. I thought that acid thing wrapped around his entire head, and it was like a helmet. I did not realize that it's more like a visor. I didn't know that.
Tall visor.
I never knew that. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm taking my points back. He's dumb now.
Well, my choice is Bounce Man.
I can agree.
He's almost on that line of silliness, but he just stumbles a little bit too far and becomes a little bit too silly for my taste. Yeah. But he's pink again, and it's cool to see another pink guy.
Yeah, he to me looks like if Astro Man and Clown Man were to have like a love child or something.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You know,
I'm glad that worked out.
I'm glad that worked out for them. You know, Clown Man was like, I don't have to see you in my dreams. I see you every day now. You know? And then they held their hands, and well, Clown Man was 20 feet away, and they walked off into the sunset. So yeah, he's like a goofy fat clown man is what it makes me think of, and I kind of like that his hands are like just balls with fingers coming out of them. I think that's cool, and I like that they're like on this like stretchy fabric. But it's just the fact that I don't know. It's just the rest of him that I'm just like, eh. It's not a bad design, but he's like, whatever.
Yeah, like I said, he's like almost at that point where he's just silly enough to be really fun. I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. But
yeah,
least best.
Yeah, least best, exactly. So that's all the Mega Man games, or is it? We have a real quick bonus round that we're gonna do, because we forgot to do this last time. So I am gonna go look this up because I don't know what these guys look like off the top of my head. Let's go take a look at Mega Man for DOS.
Ooh.
Since we forgot to do it before, we're gonna do our favorite and least favorite for each. I think... Should we just do both games?
Yes. I don't know.
I'm gonna say Mega Man for DOS, the first one. My favorite one is probably Voltman. He looks the most like a normal Robot Master, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you.
So I like Voltman. I think he looks pretty cool. Dynaman has always bothered me because he has a face shield, but he has eyes that are visible through the face shield, and he's got these weird black details on his face that just make him look like he's doing a really tall smile.
Yeah. Dynaman was gonna be my low choice. He's very happy. You know what? You know what it looks like is in there? It looks like Clippy.
Oh, it does. Yeah, he's Clippy in disguise. Oh, we gotta get rid of him now. I wouldn't even say Dynaman is my least favorite, but now he is because you made the Clippy association. I was gonna say Sonic Man is because he's very clearly just Marvin the Martian. Like, it's just Marvin the Martian from Looney Tunes.
But with flippers.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my favorite. Is probably, Voltman. Least favorite is Sonic Man because he just looks like Marvin the Martian. And then for Mega Man 3, because they skipped Mega Man 2. Interestingly, looking at Mega Man 3, the robots are revolting. Yeah, they sure are revolting-looking Robot Masters, aren't they? They're all made from like previous characters, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
But here's something interesting. This game has Robot Masters that would go on to actually be created. Torchman, Blademan, Oilman, Waveman, and not technically a Robot Master, but Sharkman from Mega Man EXE. And then there's Bitman, who's the only one that hasn't been done yet. So they all eventually became official characters in some regard. Although, of course, none of them are based on this. But it is interesting to note that Blademan has the same color scheme that the real Blademan would eventually go on to have. So it's interesting how that worked out. I'm going to say my favorite is... I want to say Blademan or Sharkman. I'm kind of torn between the two of them. And
Sharkman's my favorite.
Sharkman's pretty cool. And my least favorite is Waveman, because he's just Airman, but stupider. He's got, it's Airman, but he has these, holes in his chest, and I forget what it's called. It's a fear of holes and surfaces.
Mm-hmm.
I do not look that up on Google Images. You'll freak yourself out. But that's what Waveman triggers in me, and it really bothers me. So, Blademan... I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Sharkman as my favorite. Only because he's the most original out of all of them, and it looks cool. It looks like they took Snake Man and, just made it a shark. And I'm cool with that. I like that as, a template for Robot Masters. Yeah, so that's what I got. Least favorite, definitely Waveman. He's freaky.
I'm going to go with Torch on least favorite. He's just a round person.
He's
just got a round head with no detail.
It's like... It unmetals your Metal Man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Or I guess it wouldn't be Metal Man. I think that's Magnet Man's profile.
What's the difference?
Unmagnets your Magnet Man? Yeah, what's the difference? I guess you got me there.
And I want to give a special mention to Coin Woman from Ability. She has a neat design.
All of the characters in Ability are just really good, so I don't have a favorite out of all those, but I do love all of them, so
cool.
They're all excellent designs, really good stuff. They put out their A game for that. So, Most good. So yeah, I think that's pretty much every Mega Man game.
Yeah.
There could be more, but that'll save that for another time. So, I guess, leave us a comment down below and tell us who your favorite and least best robot masters are from each game. Who do you like from Mega Man DOS? These are the burning questions that we would like to have answered.
And remember, be kind to each other. These
yes.
are just opinions, and it's all for fun.
Be nice. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
I do like Dustman.
Oh, poor Dustman.
He's cool. He's got a backpack.
I want to know when and where the fandom decided that Dustman could always get dunked on. like everyone just is mean to him all the time, and like even I made an example out of him in like my history of robotics video, where he's like, he's like, please, father, can I no longer be a trash collecting robot? I don't want to eat junk anymore. I want to live out my dreams and chase my passions. And Dr. Cossack is just like, no. Like, and I wasn't planning on it because it was a good example because I was going with like a trash collecting example earlier in the video. But I'm just like, man, he gets dunked on a lot, like by fans, by me. And we're always making fun of him, and I feel bad. Dustman needs to have his day. Someday, but not today.
Yep. Thank you for coming.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot there's someone named Sexy Man.
What? Gonna have to do some research.
Hey, thanks for watching. As always, big thanks goes out to Sylvie, Dano, Sigma, Duckman, Doranor, Masterman, Adachi, Darupi, Aiden, Sprinkwing, and the rest of our supporters. Let us know your least best picks in the comments. See you next time.